Hello everyone, Prime here, and I hope you've had a great day. Today we're going to be covering Xingtian, his lore story and all that good stuff. And it begins with a struggle between two emperors. The Yellow Emperor, Huangdi, and the Flame Emperor, Yuandi. These two are actually emperors that existed in real life and had actual battles with actual outcomes, and they fought 3 times, and ultimately the victor was the Yellow Emperor. Because of that, he eventually established himself as an ultimate ruler of China for a time. As well as that, it was believed that after he died, he went on to become an immortal. Now, the mythology behind their little tale includes Xingtian, and Xingtian was on the side of the Flame Emperor. At the end of all of this conflict, in the actual world, there are mountains which have the faces of each emperor carved into the side of them. After the defeat of the Flame Emperor, because these two factions clashed for a while, and there was a lot of blood spilled, and it was quite battles, but once that was all done, a giant refused to accept defeat. This giant was smashing through hordes of yellow emperors and would just not stop until he met Huangdi. The two had a great battle, and this battle lasted a while, but ultimately the giant was defeated. His head removed from his shoulders, and the emperor, being a touch paranoid, split the mountain on which they were fighting on in two and allowed the head of the giant to cascade down into it. Then the mountain reformed itself and the giant's head was lost. Sometime after the battle, though, the giant regained consciousness. His head lost to him, he wanted to find it, so he started searching around for it, and he was freaking out without a head, but eventually he realizes that his head will never be his again. And so he either transforms his chest into his new face, his nipples becoming eyes, his belly button becoming a mouth, or he carves new eyes and a new mouth onto his belly. Either way, at this moment, he is the indomitable spirit, Xingtian, and he will eventually have his revenge, and he will claim the ultimate power, that being the throne of China, for himself. Also, the story would have us believe. Xingtian coming back to life is supposed to symbolize, similar to Jing Wei's story, that spirit of never giving up. But the difference being that with Xingtian, it's also not just giving up, but being indomitable, having a spirit that can never be crushed, a flame that can never be extinguished. That is Xingtian's character. So, presumably, the only real way to stop him would probably be to hack off all of his useful limbs, not just his head, but his arms and his legs. That could probably stop him, but his spirit would probably still remain, so you'd need maybe an additional source of power help to take care of the spirit. Or you could just do what was done with Sun Wukong and just put a mountain on top of him. I'm sure he wouldn't be moving after that. But yes, I know this was fairly short, but there really isn't too much to say about Xingtian, other than wondering how else you might be able to quench his spirit in and of itself. Going off of specifically Chinese mythology, perhaps Zhong Kui, being some sort of a master in this area, might be able to quell and subdue Xingtian, which probably means a number of other beings, perhaps even Sun Wukong himself, would be able to subdue Xingtian. Then again, Zhong Kui's ability to suppress Xingtian is completely reliant on the specifics of what exactly Xingtian is. If Xingtian doesn't count as a demon, Zhong Kui probably wouldn't be able to do too much. This is stopping his spirit at this point, not necessarily beating him at combat. This is assuming that he has already been exhausted as far as all of his combat capabilities are concerned. I.e., you disable his body and it's out of action completely. Because he returns from the dead without a head, but his body is still completely intact minus the head. So I'm assuming, yes, he can still have the rest of his body parts decapitated. Yeah, a bit similar to, if you ever watched Naruto, there was a character called Hidan in that show, and essentially to stop him, they had to lob off some of his body parts, or essentially just blow him up, and then bury him underground. That was how he was stopped in the show. But he was a character that essentially couldn't die, so yeah. I'm guessing it's a similar deal with Xingtian. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is there a genuine way to actually stop Xingtian, or in the sense of his spirit, is the very essence of Xingtian unconquerable? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, and of course subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Now, of course you can vote to see the next character, though I've gotten a request about a god that I'm fairly interested in covering, so I'll probably have that for you by the end of the week. But still, go ahead and vote for the next god or goddess that you want to see next. And until the next video, have a very good day. I have been Prime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.